Defense for him, we lost by 20. It's the defense. We got to be able to guard and make shots. Guard and make shots down the stretch.
Ava?
Brad, Scott tonight talked about how you guys obviously went over the scout, kind of knew what you needed to do going in. Where do you think that breakdown is happening between talking about it, understanding it, and then just not doing it on court? Like, how do you process that?
It's tough, Ava, honestly, because we do come in knowing, who we're playing, what's going on, and personnel, and like they didn't have any bigs. So I don't know. Like we knew what was going on, and for whatever reason, it's just not translating.
What is it like to go through this year where I think we've said it before, but the wins are so like thrilling and high and everything like that, and then the lows like this are so frustrating? Does it take something out of you guys as a team from that level, or does it not really matter?
I mean, yeah, it's frustrating because we're in games. We have opportunities to win. Like we were down 4 or 6, whatever it was. We cut it 108, 104, or whatever it was. We were right there in the game, and all of a sudden I look up, we're down 10, and we're down 15. It's like, well, how are these runs happening? Like, why aren't we closing out games the way we need to? And it's always a few mistakes here and there, and transition defense really killed us tonight. We couldn't guard the 3-point line, and they were just lining them up.
Ben?
Hey, Brad. You were with this team obviously when you guys played Toronto a couple of times in the playoffs. You got them once, they got you once. Since that last meeting with them, it's been a tough road for you guys. When you play a team like that, and some of the same guys are there, does your mind ever go to like where things were and kind of how you got to where you are now?
No, I mean it's a whole different team, whole different dynamic on both sides. We've made changes to our team, they've made changes to their team, and it's not the same core. It's just like how we play Boston. It's pretty much the same thing. Like, yeah, you're still competitive against them, but it's not that same feeling of 3-4 years ago. When we were battling for Game 7. So it's it's the same approach. Like this team won a championship. They still have those pieces over there. So you still have to respect everything that they're capable of doing. And they still come out and compete. They haven't been, playing great, but they starting to figure it out the last couple games, and they're showing it.
So sort of to that point, knowing the team that you saw on the Toronto team you saw a few years ago, what do you see that they changed over time, or they're able to do this sort of maintain a pretty good level and obviously at a championship level a couple of years ago?
I think they began shooting the ball a lot better. I think they invested in a lot of guards and a lot of shooters, and that's what they do. They get in the paint, kick out sprays for threes, and that's what they do. Their starters and their bench guys that come in. Everybody's making an impact. I mean, Boucher, he shoots threes. Aaron Baines, he shoots threes. Everybody shoots threes. So that's kind of how they transition their team. They went from playing, pretty much kind of two bigs, always conservative with Valanciunas and, Serge, to now, one big, if any bigs, So, they kind of just pretty much transition their team.
Neil?
Brad, this is the 4th game in a row that you guys have shot in the 20s percentage-wise from 3. Is there anything you can attribute that to?
Gravity.
Gravity increased?
Yeah, gravity just went on our side. Whenever we shoot that low, just something's in there. I don't know. Might need to go play on the damn moon. A better chance of shots going in. I don't know, Neil. It's just, shots go in, shots don't go in. That can't be our reasoning for us not defending. And partially that is, So.
Last question to Fred.
Brad, I'm just curious. You guys have talked about how you're happy with the preparation, but it's just not executing. Do you think you guys would be doing better with that part of execution if the schedule allowed you to have more shoot-arounds, have more team time together, all that kind of stuff? Does that have an effect?
Yeah, somewhat. But, we don't make excuses. You can't. because every team in the league is in the same boat as we are. So we can't make that excuse. I mean, granted, to our credit, to our point, yeah, we would love it. We would love to have shoot arounds and practice time and day offs and stuff like that. We play every other day. So it's really tough to kind of teach things on the fly. Everything is being taught in the game setting, so it's tough. But we agreed to this season. We agreed everybody's in the same boat. There's no excuses. We got to be better, everybody, me included. So we just gotta, we gotta rally together. And it's like I always say, nobody's gonna feel sorry for us. Nobody's gonna dig us out of this hole but ourselves. So
Thank you.
Mm.